Today is Thursday, September 19th, 2024. I am Jessica Adams, interviewing Haim Vasquez for the Dallas Hebrew Free Loan Association 90th anniversary. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Haim Vasquez. I was born in South America, Colombia. I came to Dallas in 2002. I've been here since then with a small break of 3 years when I went to law school in Loyola University in New Orleans. I'm an immigration lawyer and I have my own practice. I'm married and I have 2 little kids.
What prompted you to come to Dallas specifically?
At the time, my wife was in college here. So I live in Miami, and we decided that Dallas was the place that we wanted to move in and start a family instead of going back to Florida.
Answer the question about family. What is your connection to Dallas Hebrew Free Loan Association?
So I'm a grantee. I received a loan to help me start my business. I worked for a law firm for 8 years, and I was a prosecutor, a Dallas County prosecutor before that. And it came to the point that I wanted just to open my own practice, and I have saved a little bit of money to be able to do that. But then I learned about the Dallas Free Hebrew Loan, and I applied for the loan, and that loan allowed me to basically jumpstart the process of opening my own practice.
Very cool. Tell me a little bit more about how you learned about their loan program.
Yeah. So my wife is a member of one of those Facebook groups for Dallas Jewish moms, and somebody had posted the information about the Hebrew Free Loan, and I have heard from it before because of advertising in the Texas Jewish Post or talks around for different other things. Mm-hmm. And when I was getting ready to make the jump and open my firm, my wife saw a post in Facebook in that closed group, and I decided to apply, and that was how the process started.
What convinced you that they were the right ones to help you in your time of need?
Yeah, well, it was everything related to, it's not easy when you don't have a business and try to get a loan on your own. I just didn't want to, starting my business, going on my own, being the breadwinner at home, and having, my wife work, but I have 2 little kids. The opportunity of getting this loan to jumpstart the firm without incurring interest, being a burden, that was the main thing, and also being part of the Jewish community. I felt that it was just the most appropriate thing for me to do, instead of seeking other avenues that might have put me behind from the get-go.
How did the process work for you?
The process was it was great. It was very straightforward, but it also allowed me to see things that I might not have been seeing in the process of opening my business. I applied before I went on my own, so I had a business plan, and then in the process I was asked to provide the business plan, and I reviewed, and I realized that I needed to work a little bit more on it, so I could provide a good snapshot of what my plan was. So in part was not only a very straightforward and let's say not the word's not simple, but it was basically straightforward, but it also allowed me in that process to look within my plan and make better decisions about what I was going to do.
That's great. Did the agency provide support for understanding eligibility requirements and things like that?
Yeah, everybody at the agency was great. The people that I talked to, the process, everything was, the conversations, everything was great.
What is the process following the loan? After you've been granted the loan, what is the process? Follow-up communication or things like that after you receive your loan?
Yeah, so we had During the process of the application, we had multiple communications after the loan was granted. Also had communications with the agency. I had a few questions that were very fast answered. And then I was asked in one of their programs to come and speak to potential donors about, what the program does, how it benefits. So that part was also rewarding in a sense, because at the moment that I spoke, I already had a year into my practice, and I was able to provide how the loan, helped me and allowed me to be where I was.
Very cool. Have you or would you recommend Dallas Hebrew Free Loan to others in need?
Oh, 100%. Getting involved in the program, I saw the other possibilities that it presented, not just for like small business owners trying to open a business, but the opportunities for people who are in need, or opportunities for kids to go to camp and all that. So I think it's a tremendous service into the community, and I think it's one that many of our members in the Jewish community in Dallas should know more about, not only in the side of taking advantage of the opportunities, but also being supporters of the agency.
Absolutely. Is there anything else you would like us to know about your experience with Dallas Hebrew Free Loan?
When I learned about the Dallas Hebrew Free Loan, I already had my plan to open the firm. I already had money that I had saved to be able to take on that endeavor of going on my own.
Mm-hmm.
What this loan did to me was that not only allowed me to have a little bit more of a cushion to be able to go on my own, but also to invest from the beginning into, as a law firm, brand new for advertising, and to be able to gain clients. So if I had not had the loan, I would have gone through the process of opening my firm, but the opportunity of receiving this loan allowed me to have a head start into that process.
Very cool. That's all I have as far as the questions that they had on here. Jane provided the list of questions. So short and sweet, but you provided great content.
Okay.
You really did.